Welcome. In this video you will learn how to open a VirtuSurv scan project, connect VirtuSurv with BricsCAD, use scan data for drawing layout plans and elevations, and create and edit macros to adopt them for your needs. As you might know, BricsCAD itself does not have any laser scan data support, no point cloud engine or anything. So we will use VirtuSurv software to transfer information from the laser scan data into our BricsCAD drawing. So let me open a laser scan project in VirtuSurv. I will go to my recent project list and open a scan project with more than 20 files, and I will open two scans, selecting them with a shift button, right clicking, say true color, and another one by double clicking on the scan in the project explorer. You can see in the scan overview on the bottom left that the currently open scan in the scan view is highlighted. So I can switch back to the other scan, clicking on the sphere in the scan map or by using the Project Explorer. And I want to send data from my VirtuSurv laser scans into BricsCAD, so I will start the BricsCAD command bar. You can see in the BricsCAD command or macros bar you have 10, the upper 10 macros which we prepared and we deliver together with VirtuSurv, and I have created two button macros of my own. We will have a brief view into these macros later on. First of all, let me show you how you can draw the outlines of the walls of this room, which you can see here in this scan. I will start with a small wall over here. I will run the line command in VirtuSurv. It's a macro, and you can see in BricsCAD the line command has been started and it's waiting for the 3D coordinates. So I pick a point down here and here, and you can see on the right hand side in the BricsCAD window the lines will be drawn, zooming out and zooming back in on this end of the room, picking a point, picking another point, and so on. 2 points on each wall will get me the outline. And if I do right click with the mouse, I can finish the macro, and you can see here and also on the right in the BricsCAD window the CL option for closing the line and the outline, and you see the macro has been finished too. Let me go in here to BricsCAD and Orbit, and you will see that the lines have been created in 3D. I can switch to the plan view again, and back in BricsCAD I can zoom out. But if I want to use the fillet command of BricsCAD, I need to have my lines in one plane of the UCS, and to get them flat I will just select them all, right click properties, very similar to what one might know from AutoCAD. Go in the properties and go and change the Z values to 0 or the level of the floor if you want to, and closing the properties window, escape. So now after I have flattened the lines I've just drawn, they are flat to the layout plan. Let me orbit. You can see they are all on the same level now. Switch back to the plan view. And current UCS. And now I can use the fillet command in order to get rid of this short lines we have here, which cut the edges, and we want to sharpen the edges, so we use the fillet command. And I will just pick 2 lines, repeated for the rest of the corners. And edges are sharp and closed. I will show you another way to draw 2D lines so I don't need to flat them manually. So let's have a look into the macros in VirtuSurv. If we edit this macro, we can see that the macro grammar is same as the command line notation in BricsCAD. So what I can do, I could copy and create my own macro with a 2D. That's what I have already done. So we have the 2D line macro. If I edit this one, you can see I have used the same notation but changed from 2D to 3D, and the tilde in front of the 2 says that I can click a number of points and not just one. I get a number of coordinates, not just one coordinate. So let's use this macro to draw the outline of the neighboring room. I will run the 2D line command, and you see BricsCAD will ask me for the next coordinates to pick, and I will start over here again, picking 2 points on each wall, here, there, over here, proceeding quickly, zooming in here. I will not finish with a right click right now because I don't want the polygon to be closed, so I hit escape in VirtuSurv, and I will start just this command again to get 2 points on these walls, and the rest I will, if I don't have scan data, and at the moment I don't, I will have to close these gaps manually by construction. And again, I could fix these corners nicely by the same principle as shown on the first room. In this video I leave it on that so far, because I want to show you some more options, functionality of VirtuSurv with BricsCAD. You can delete markers by using this button, and you can change and influence the size of the markers using this option, configure markers, and scaling them larger or smaller. I like the size which we have set so far, so I will keep it like this. If you want to create drawings not in meters but in millimeters, you can always switch the measurement unit using this dialog. So what I'd like to do as well is I want to insert blocks for the lamps which are supposed to be installed at the ceiling of this room. In my BricsCAD drawing I already have blocks defined for the lamps right here. So I could start the insert block command over here. So my template is prepared, but I also have prepared already a new macro called insert block, which runs the insert command of BricsCAD, and then there is an option telling me which what's the name of the block which we want to use. In this case it's lamp, right here. And the roof and an M is placement for the enter button. And then here we have the placeholder for one 3D coordinate, because the insert block command just needs one single 3D coordinate. And then we have several enters to confirm the next options. So this is how you can create your own macros as well. This is just one example. So let me show you. We run the insert block macro over here, and you see we are asked for input coordinate, and I will click it in my BricsCAD, in my VirtuSurv scan. And let me check if there are other places where we want to put lamps later on. We have one over here. I have to run the command again over here, and you can see in the window on the right hand side in BricsCAD the blocks are put to the correct location. So if I want to draw the doors later on, I will just get me some 2D lines which I can use later to insert door symbols using my native BricsCAD commands over here, and another door over here. Or let me switch to the neighboring room scan, because we have the door much nicer in here. So we have the door here and there, and we can later use the endpoints of these lines to create the plumb lines to the walls, and then we get the nice opening for the doors. Let me put these two lines I've just created on a separate layer for the doors. Escape. So we can use them later on. Another thing which I'd like to show you is how you can draw stairs. Of course, first I once more want to get the wall on this side to get the outer wall to the hall. Press escape. So we have now the wall to this hall, and the other side is another 2D line from here to there. So we have a rough boundary of the hall with the stairs in there, and hitting escape, I would just change the layer so we get the outline of the stairs. So I'll put it on the stairs layer, draw another line in here to get the left boundary of the stairs. Up there. So and now we can start drawing the stair fronts, but as I don't want to cancel the line command each time, I will just create another macro. I'll go in here, edit this one, and make a copy of it. Cancel, new macro, paste, and I already have the line command, but I just want 2 single points, so I'll replace the tilde by an at, make a copy, control, insert. We don't need to close anything, but we will finish the whole thing by an enter, and then we give a name. we call it segment. This is the text for the button. If I have a nice icon, I can use this one and load an icon from a raster image, and I can paste this segment as a macro name as well, and I could enter a tooltip which is displayed when I hover over the button. Once I've created this segment macro, I can use it, so I can start drawing the fronts of the lines. And if you want to use the macros on other computers, you can just hit on export and export the macros to a text file, which you later can import in here. There's another tutorial showing you how to create macros in more detail. Another video on it. So let me run the segment command or macro, and you see I don't need to hit escape to end the macros, because it will just draw a line with 2 points, and I rerun the segment command again and again to create the stair steps. So this is briefly how you can draw floor plans with VirtuSurv and BricsCAD. Another thing I like to show you is how you can draw an elevation. So let me just get a new empty drawing with the prepared templates with layers and blocks defined, and I will show you how you can create an elevation. To create an elevation, I will use the create user coordinate system by 3 points. First point will be the origin, second will be the direction of the x-axis, and the third will be the point for the positive y-axis, and the z-axis is defined then perpendicular to those first 2 axes. So I'll click the macro and go into my scan, zoom in, pick a point on this wall at the lower edge, and pick another point on the same wall on the lower edge as well, and a third point somewhere up here, and I have defined my user coordinate system. And I will switch to the plan view using this button in VirtuSurv, and then I will just start once more with the 2D line. The layer is walls as I wanted, and I run the 2D line macro, go in here, and I will start in the upper part here to, again, like the room outline, 2 points on each wall, in this case ceiling, walls, and floor. Back to the other end, point on the floor, and right click for closing, and we zoom to extends to see the outline. Again, I can remove these and sharpen the corners using the fillet command. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and once more 1, 2. So we have the outline of this wall as an elevation, and I will just change to a blue layer. It's called Windows, but we can also use it for the doors in this case, because I don't want to create another layer right now. And as the coordinate system is aligned with the button line of this wall, I can now go in here and start drawing the outline. I could also use the rectangle command, but I don't want to create another macro right now, so I will just go in here, use the segment command, 2 points on each part. And going back in here, using the fillet command again, I can close these. 1, 2. Okay, so I've got my door, and also I do have some places where some lamps will be positioned later on, so I can again insert the block, pick here, and pick the point over there to insert the block. So now I could use annotation commands inside BricsCAD to finish this elevation. Finally, I want to show you how the resulting floor plan could look like. So let me just open the example of the floor plan I have created with VirtuSurv and BricsCAD over here. It's not finished yet. You see some doors still missing, but this is how floor plan could look like if I continue in the way I have just shown to you. Thanks for watching this video. You should now be able to open a VirtuSurv scan project, connect the VirtuSurv with BricsCAD, use scan data for drawing layout plans and elevations, and create and edit macros to adapt them for your needs.